What's up, everybody? What's up? Hey, Sean, I see you already on there. What's up, my brother? What's up? We got a great show today. We had another guest that was going to be on, but they had to cancel. But I've got a good friend of mine that I interviewed, about a year ago. Well, it was when COVID was going on. And his story and his band story was just phenomenal. Which, if you haven't heard of the Mendenhall Experiment, you've been sleeping. I'm just saying. But he has a real inspirational story, and I met him at the Red Room here in Little Rock when they were playing with Small Empty Soul, and I started following them because I got their story then, and it was just mind blowing and just really cool. But I've got Brandon Mendenhall from the Mendenhall Experiment. He is coming to us from LA, and he's had a busy, busy day. And I see him down in my lobby, and we're going to bring him up, and we're going to talk about everything the Mendenhall Experiment and Brandon Mendenhall and all the great things that are going on with them. So without further ado, and just so you know this, and everybody knows, I will be doing my drawing for my last week merch winner at the end of this show. And the winner gets one of these. Yes. And the way you get entered in the merch drawing each week is on the Mary Hope profile. You can send stars. If we meet our goal each week, then we give away merch. Last week, our goal was 1,000. We got well over that. So this week we're going to go the big 2-0. We're going to go 2,000. If we meet that goal, we'll do another drawing, and we're just going to keep it going. But anyway, so I'm going to get my brother up here, and we're going to talk about this awesome artist and awesome band. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Mendenhall, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, people? How are you, Mary? Good to see you.
I am great. Last time we talked, it's when COVID was going on. There was also a big fire in LA, and where you were talking to me from, you said, I can see it, but it ain't coming near me. And I was like, good deal, bro.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked, basically the whole state of California was on fire.
Right.
We have the worst wildfires in the past 25 years, something like that.
Right.
And pretty much all of Southern California and all the way up to northern NorCal was burning. At least up to Sacramento, at least from LA to Sac, it was all on fire.
Right. I remember, because I was like, bro, are you going to be okay? Are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm good. It's not near me. Thank goodness. But for those that don't know about the Mendenhall Experiment, and by the way, I see a lot of people are watching. Make sure you comment so we know you're there, because we will be letting you ask questions and, involving the crowd. So if you're watching, comment, let us know you're there, and also share this so more people can see it. But for those that don't know about the Mendenhall Experiment, you have silver palsy. So, I'm sorry, my mouth is. I got an abscess tooth today, and my face is swollen. So, but and instead of you letting your disability take over, you took control of your disability and you found other artists. Some of you, I mean, when I met your bass player and I interviewed y'all out in front of the Rev Room and I heard that he was partially deaf, I was like, you're kidding. Because dude's sitting there and I mean, he is kicking butt on the bass and his head's going around like this. And I was like, this is just amazing. And you guys took a disability and made it a possibility. And, and just, man, you're just blowing up. I mean, after your Mind Over Matter documentary telling your story, which, if you don't know about it and you're watching, go to Amazon Prime, buy it. Gosh, you want to watch it. I'm telling you, I could watch it every day. But, and you've got other artists with you, and you got a new singer since I talked to you last.
Yep, yep. Beautiful, beautiful, talented Alyce Hayes is
Yeah.
singing for us now, and couldn't be happier. She is amazing. She's hands down amazing. Mario was great, but what Alyce brings to the table brings us to a whole other universe, man. And I'm stoked.
Right. Well, congratulations. I know I seen your announcement where y'all just got signed to the Legend Agency. So
Yep.
congratulations on that. I know you've had a busy, busy day. So for those that are just learning about you for the first time, give them a little who is Brandon? Give us a little history on Brandon. Besides this
So
badass guitar player and, you know, doing all this cool stuff for which we'll get into that.
obviously, I'm Brandon Mendenhall. I play guitar in the Mendenhall Experiment. I am the founding member. The Mendenhall Experiment is my literal experiment. Can the guy with cerebral palsy create a band, make a record, uh, tour the country, and then raise that band to a national level of success, which I think is safe to say we've done,
Oh, yeah.
but we're not done. We're going to keep going and we're going to keep pushing the limits and boundaries. And, we're a rock band first and foremost. So we want to be out there giving the music to the people. I think uh, the number one thing we get out of all of this is getting to play live for the people and feeling the energy exchange. So
Right.
if you don't know, I'm also a big fan of horror films. If you can see the wall behind me, I got some posters. Um, but my life is self-consumed with the band pretty much. I play guitar and I work on the band, and when I'm not doing that, I'm pushing disability awareness and advocacy for others in the disability community.
Well, yes. By the way, in the comments, there are links to the Facebook, their website, and their Spotify. By the way, congratulations on 50K monthly listeners. I mean, you got
Spotify, go ahead.
you guys are kicking it.
Yeah, Spotify's blowing up with the release of Against All Odds, our brand new record, our first offering with Alyce on vocals, and the reception is, to be honest with you, it's mind blowing. I think everybody in the band is kind of taken aback. We knew it was going to be good, but for it to come out the gate like it did and be going so well, thank you to everyone. keep
which
listening. We're
which
gonna
we
keep
will,
dropping them.
right? Which y'all do. Y'all drop. I mean, you work on things, but you keep very consistent. You're always putting out new stuff. I mean, you just had Stronger Together come out not too long ago, and now you got this. And for the new listeners, so they can get an idea of just how badass you are, we are going to play the video for Pulse of the Lost featuring your new artist and featuring your guest. You can tell them who featured on this song, brother.
It features my good friend Chris Garza, the guitarist for Suicide Silence. Came in and did the song with us, and he thought the song was so badass when it was done in the studio. He goes, "All right, man, let's shoot the video." So we did the video, and he came down. He actually hurt his back. He was loading cabinets for us, helping us out, and threw his back out. But it was all in good fun for the video and the art. And Chris gave it 125,000%, man. And it shows in the video. He goes nuts. And that's what we wanted. We wanted him to come in and just rage and be
Right?
the Garza that we know and love. And
Exactly.
He did all of that and more, I think.
Oh, Sean has a question. He said, "What is your favorite horror film, Brandon?"
My favorite horror film. Wow, that's a toss-up. I have a couple. I have a couple for a tie. My favorite horror film obviously would have to be Halloween, the original, the John Carpenter film, and then I'm really partial to. I don't know if you can see the lady behind me with the chainsaw behind her back there, but that's Oh, if I mess her name up, I'm going to be upset. I
Oh,
believe
it's okay, brother.
her name
I
is
mess names up all the time.
Caroline Williams, and she plays the character Stretch
Ooh,
in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 with Dennis Hopper, the old original series.
right.
And consequently enough, Caroline's son has cerebral palsy, and so we told her all about Mind Over Matter and the film. So she's a fan of Mind Over Matter, and I'm a fan of her films, the Texas Chainsaw. So she sent me that autographed photo behind
Heck
me.
yeah, that is
So
super cool. Well, before we
I
play the
appreciate
video,
that.
oh yeah. Well, evidently she appreciates your art too. So it's just two major artists really appreciating what each other's doing. We want to say hi to Dubby. Hey, Dubby. And Steve Murdoch. Hey, Steve Murdoch's in the house. He says, "I remember these guys from when I was working Access Stage. They did a good job." And
Thank you, brother. We
and let's
we
see.
hope
John
to
says, "Hell yeah."
we hope to come back to Rocklahoma this year. That's one of our main goals. Hopefully, we get on. What year is it? 2020. I guess it would be 2023.
Right?
But like you said, we just signed with the Legend Agency, booking agent. So you're gonna see us on a bunch of tours and festivals real soon, because something we've been working for about a decade, and we finally got it. So we're gonna make it bang real hard for you guys.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm going to bring me and Brandon down in the lobby. We're going to play the Pulse of the Lost, and I'm going to give you a little taste of the Mendenhall Experiment. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk everything about Mendenhall and about all the great nonprofits they're involved in, what they've got coming up, and lots more. So you guys just get ready because you're fixing to rock out. We're going to be back. We're not going anywhere. We're just going in the lobby to rock out. feel so alive? Can you feel me? We are the pulse of the lost. The pulse of the lost. This ill fit suffocates, isolates me from myself. How did I let this happen? This smiles like daggers in my back, twisting and wrenching till there's nothing but bone. Can you hear me? Everybody wants to feel so alive. Can you feel me? We are the pulse of the I'm not the only one. This heart beats harder every day. You're not the only one. So we'll find our own way. And now I see that there is nothing left for me to lose. No, we don't belong. No, we don't belong. Can you hear me? Everybody wants to feel so alive. Can you feel me? We are the pulse of love. The pulse of love. Oh yeah, dude. I'll be honest with you, brother. That was a blind. You can see me in the lobby. They couldn't. I'm waiting not to hit this mic. But that's the first time I've got to watch the video. And if this headset wasn't on and that mic wasn't right there, man, I could already feel my neck. I'm just like sitting here going, I want to beat up some stuff.
Yeah, it's a really cool video. I hadn't actually seen it in a while. It's so good, man. So good. The way that it was captured, I don't know if you guys know this, but the director that did Mind Over Matter, he came back and he shot that video for us. When we wanted to debut Alyce as the new vocalist and the new face of the band, we knew that we wanted to do it in the biggest way possible. So Sebastian Paquette came back in, shot, directed, and edited the video for us. So it came out. That guy's freaking amazing.
I tell you what, brother.
What he does with a
fire.
camera, craziness, man.
She is absolute fire, dude. And
Yeah.
like you said, Mario was great, but you're right. She brings, it's just like you said, it's to that next level. And the energy that she's putting off is just, oh my God, it just makes you just want to slam stuff, slam dance.
I mean,
Steve Murdoch said, Rocklahoma's not the same as it was. Some things have changed. Let's see. We got Angela. Angela says, hi, Mama. Sean says, Rockville would be awesome for you guys. So, all right, legend. Get them on Rockville.
Come on, DWP. We got the new record. We got the new videos. We brought the fire, and now it's time to bring us back to the DWP stages, the incarcerations, the Rockvilles, the aftershocks, the sonic temples, the louder than life. Like, let's do it. We want to do all of them and more. Um,
Exactly. Which you guys have been on a DWP stage before, haven't you?
yeah, a few times we've done an aftershock twice previously, and I feel like we haven't been back in a minute. Maybe we're just waiting for us to drop new material, but we did that. Now it's time to step back up to the big stage. And like I said, with the booking agency, they're gonna help with all that kind of stuff.
Amber says, Amber Mullen says, love you guys and miss y'all. And we've got Kara in here. Kara says, hey. And Amber says, nice, Brandon. She digged it. And
Amber,
Jerry's in here and he says, what's up, my good peeps?
definitely miss Amber. Haven't seen her in a hot minute. She's gonna have to come through a show next time we play California.
Heck yeah. You are involved, well, y'all are involved with and you're not just out there putting out this awesome music and also being an inspiration for anybody that has a disability to show them that they can live their dreams and do their dreams, but you also give back to the community. You are on the board of governors for Momentum. Is it Momentum?
It's now Momentum. It was formerly UCPLA, United Cerebral Palsy of Los Angeles, and they rebranded to Momentum when they partnered with like a pediatric like therapy um, company. They merged together and rebranded underneath Momentum, and the main purpose of all of that is they wanted to open up the spectrum to kind of broaden the reach, and it's not so hyper focused on cerebral palsy as to now it's more welcoming to people with any and all kinds of developmental disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, you know,
Right.
so on and so forth.
And
So
you'll also give back and work and do things for Foundation Fighting Blindness, Greater Los Angeles Agency for Deafness, Wounded Warriors. I mean, you take your music and you pay it forward. You pay your dream forward, and that's I want to give you kudos and like much love for that, brother, because that's amazing. That is really amazing.
well, that's really what life is about, man. Rock band and no rock band, everybody should be paying it forward. You pay it forward, you put out good energy, you're gonna get it back. You put out bullshit, and you're gonna receive a bunch of bullshit in
Right?
return. And nobody likes that, like.
Exactly.
And so I spent a good portion of my life taking out my frustrations on myself and being self-destructive and not understanding, not accepting my disability, all of that. So now it's like kind of flip the script and trying to be as positive as I can and give back as much as I can because I believe that and I live it. And I want everybody that is associated with us to have that kind of same mindset. If you're a fan of us, then you should at least try to think that way.
Right. And y'all just got back from the third annual Danny Awards in New York City, where you performed Pulse of the Lost. that, you were a honorary, did you, how did that go? I mean, that had to be amazing. I seen your videos from New York, and
Yeah, go ahead.
no, you go ahead, sweetheart.
No, no, we went. We got flown out to Manhattan for about 5 days from Daniel's Music Foundation, and we performed at the third annual Danny Awards, and we accepted an award based on. The award was basically for our disability advocacy work that we do in the disabled community, raising awareness and like you said, teaching and inspiring others to utilize their own talents and go after their dreams and wants in life. Because a lot of times, disability people with disabilities and people without disabilities are often discouraged from being what they want to be in life. Like at least that's my experience. That's how I was brought up, and I know that's not everybody's story, but that was mine.
Amber said to tell you she will definitely come see you, Brandon. And Sean says, much love. Kara, she says, hey, Rooster. Rooster's in here. Rooster's got another show that he's a big supporter of mine, but he also has a podcast that he does. And then we got Rob in here from Dark from Day One. He said, woohoo, let's go.
Nice. I love that there's tons of people in here. Like
Yeah, they're all
like
psyched.
throwing down. Like I know when you asked me to do this, I was in New York in the middle of the chaos, and I just kind of responded to you. Yeah, I'm like yeah, whatever you want, of course. Like I'm there. And then you texted me earlier today, and like you're like, yeah, remember the interview today? We're good, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're good.
Well, I know things could when you're like got so much going on, and like y'all, you're signing, with new labels and and new, you got so much going on. So I always like to do a day check, going, hey, before I drop the platform, we good, because
No,
you never know what might be going on. I mean, y'all might be like, dude, we're off to Europe right now. We just got offered this.
no, I'm glad you double checked with me because unfortunately I have some I've been dealing with some crazy financial personal shit today. I was out running errands and trying to hold down the fort, as they say. Um, but I made sure I made it home to do this because
Well, I'm
it's
so glad you
it's
have, brother.
important. I really dig what you're doing with this, and you were super kind and nice to us when we were in Arkansas, and you kept in contact with me the whole time. So
Yeah,
here
I
I
went
am.
home with this sore neck because I rocked out so much and I wanted to jump off of speakers like Mark.
That was that was a cool show, man,
It
and
was awesome.
I guess you saw us in when we were on the Smile tour. So um, I guess it's also important to note that we have our original lead guitarist, Mike Lera, back in the band, and he was on the record, so he's never missed a recording cycle with us. He's on all of our recorded stuff. But Mike is back. Alyce is from the band, and we couldn't be happier. Things are going good. Finally, it took a lot of work, and COVID knocked the hell out of everybody. And
Yeah, but you
I,
made COVID your biatch because you kept going and you kept doing the dang thing. If you weren't able to play shows, you were still being in touch with your fans and still making momentum for your band. So when the doors opened up, y'all can just come out with a vengeance. I'm telling
oh,
you.
oh, to be honest with you, COVID-19 saved. the Mendenhall Experiment, because when we had all the time off. If you know me, if you really know me, like I don't fucking sit still.
No,
I'm
if they
always
have watched your Mind Over Matter documentary, I mean, it showed you walking all over Los Angeles, not riding, not driving, walking till your shoes literally have no soles left because you were so damn determined that you were gonna do this damn thing. So I think I kind of got an idea how how you are, brother.
it was it was wild the first like 6 months in LA when I did all of that walking. I would come home at night and I would pop my shoes off, and my roommate at the time, dude, my feet would be bloody from all the walking, and he's like, "What are you fucking doing to yourself, man?" I was like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, dude. I don't care what I have to do. I'm gonna figure it out. And then, you know, a coworker of mine was so kind to start showing me the bus system around Los Angeles. So that kind of eased it up a little bit and took some of the miles off of my feet.
Right? So, what else has happened since we talked last time? Um, what new information and new exciting things um has happened? I mean, I'm always seeing you doing stuff in your I mean this EP dropping, and it's just blown up, that dropped like last well, I know I was sharing your countdown days. That was last week, wasn't it?
Friday, this coming Friday, so on Black Friday, it will be exactly 2 weeks since the record has dropped, and the numbers have almost overtaken our self titled EP, which took 5.5 years to accrue those kind of numbers, and within 2 weeks we've almost knocked that out of the park. So, we've done the record. We did a whole kind of rehaul of the band. We changed vocalists. We got Mike back in the band. We redid the website. We redid the online merch store. So if you want like merchandise from us. It's all there. MendenhallExperiment.com. We did a video, and we we did this whole New York thing, and we've done festivals and one-offs. We've kind of been flying around the country doing different things because up until recently, gas costs is ridiculous, as we all know, right?
Right. And by the way, everybody, I just put a link to their merch store off of their website in the comments. But yeah,
But
you're right, brother. I mean, gas was, oh gosh.
But but
Yeah.
like I said, like COVID allowed us to take that year and a half and kind of rebuild the band, get the right people in there, finish the record, actually go and record the record. We recorded Against All Odds in Vegas with the same producer that did the previous record, Chris Collier. He's also Korn's producer. He produced Requiem, and he did Corey Taylor's son's album for a band called Vended, um, and various others. He's done tons of things now. Um, but we did the record in Vegas with Chris, and then because of COVID and everything, the video for Pulse of the Lost, we wanted it to be a big thing. So it kind of delayed us for almost a year before we actually started dropping music. And that's like you said, now you see us doing these drops, and
Mm-hmm.
they're really consistent, because that was a major goal of mine, was to now that we got the Mind Over Matter movie out the way, we got, the music video out the way, and the message is out there. It's the foundation for the story of the band. But now the real story of the band is the five members within the Mendenhall Experiment and the music that we make.
So tell those that are on here. So how did y'all find your new singer? Give us some. We're gonna go through your members and how did they be? How did you find these amazing players and y'all all become one?
Let's see if I can do this in an organized, short,
Oh,
straight
honey, it
to
don't have to be organized.
straight, straight to the point kind of way. So, um, I met Mike, Lyra, and Nathan when I had a previous lineup that played Aftershock 2013. We did that festival, and that lineup kind of fell away. Mike was the guitar teching for me, and Nathan was just a local friend of mine that I knew he played bass in another band. So I grabbed Nate, I grabbed Mike, and I was like, "Hey, let's 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 do this thing." So we got Mario, and we got uh, Mike's brother Bruce to play drums for us, and we took off like shot out of a cannon with that lineup. We got that lineup together, and within 6 months we had a record deal, and it was just crazy for us. But in a lot of scenarios where you catch that lightning lightning in a bottle, as they say, um, it kind of it was too crazy and too rapid for us to all hold it together. And unfortunately, we had a lot of outside influences that kind of poisoned the core group, and then drama started to happen and all this kind of thing. Then Mike left, and then Bruce left, and then like uh, we still continued on. We did some tours and some things, and then Mario ended up having a couple of kids 9 months apart. He had
Yeah,
two
I seen
babies.
that. I was like, dang, he's shooting those babies out.
so like so obviously, being a father is more important than being a rock star in an up and coming band. So he had to step away to be a good dad, and we all love and respect him for that,
Oh, he was awesome. I mean, he was just his energy was awesome. He was just very humble. Just a great
and then,
guy.
and then so we got Bruce had left the band, and we were touring with Smile. So I called up Justin. Justin was the original drummer of TMX. He's actually in Mind Over Matter, and he talks about the first couple of shows that we played ever. He was the drummer for those shows. So I called up Justin, and I was like, "Hey, I know what I have in the band with TMX is something that you wanted for a long time." I said, "How do you feel about coming out on tour with us?" So we grabbed Justin for a couple of tours, and then after that, I was like, "Dude, are you gonna move?" So I got him to move out to LA with us, and then consequently, Mario was leaving, and Justin's longtime ba- longtime partner is Alyce. And I
So
said,
the
"Hey,"
stars just aligned, and he
I,
came home, and there you go.
I said, "Alyce, why don't you come down and sang for TMX, and she came down and tried out, and I kind of had my hat down over my eyes while we were jamming, and we did Seize the Day, and she sang it with so much clarity and so much like reverence that like I hadn't heard it performed with those kind of notes in a very long time. So I was like, I was grinning from ear to ear underneath my hat, man. So we
You
got
were like,
her.
gotta have this girl.
We got her in the band, and I said, you know, after that rehearsal, I'm like, hey, won't you come down to the studio and let's see what you can do with these the the demo tracks that we had for Against All Odds. I was like, the music is basically done. I want to see how you fit on this song. So she came down to the studio and did some scratch stuff, and I sent it to a few people within our camp that I trust,
Hmm.
and got the green light from everybody. Everybody was excited, and um, we went and did the record. And of course, you're gonna get people that go, "Oh, well, it's not Mario," and "fuck these guys" because Mario's not in the band, and I was a fan of the band because Mario this or Mario that. Okay, cool. I mean, you don't like what we're doing, then okay. I'm not gonna hate you.
Yeah, no, because there's gonna be plenty of people that love you because y'all just freaking rock. I mean,
but but I tell you what, we dropped Against All Odds, and all that talk went flat. Haven't heard a fucking word about it.
yeah, Mario's probably telling him, "Shut the fuck up."
No. This
He's
just
like, there. He goes, he's like, these are my brothers. Don't be,
no.
you know,
Just, just to be clear, Mario and I are good. We're more than good.
right. Yeah, and that's what I was saying is Mario was probably telling them, "Y'all shut up, support my
Yeah,
brothers." You
yeah.
know,
No,
Goodness.
we support each other, and I hadn't seen Mario for a long time, and we went and hung out at Mike Lira. He has another band called Where It Lies. Kind of his side project, his baby, his kind of TMX. What makes him feel whole, right?
Right, right.
So Mario and I, a couple of weeks ago, we went down to Corona, and we saw Mike perform, and we all hung out for his big Halloween gig, and we had a good old time. It was good to, and actually everybody was there from the old lineup except for Nate. Nate was homesick, I think. But it was just a coincidence that Bruce showed up too, and I was there, Mario was there, and you know, it was cool to hang out with the old gang. We had a good time, and
Well,
I'm
next time
actually,
you talk to Mario, you tell him that Mama Mary says, "What's up?"
I'm actually, and this will be an Easter egg for any of us that know us, any of the people that are listening to this right now that actually know us. I'm actually going to get up. Mario has his first show with his new band called Gozart um, on December 11th at that same spot, Rockefeller's Bar in Corona, California. And I'm going to get up at the end of the set, and him and I are going to do um, a few Mendenhall Experiment songs
Awesome, dude.
just
Awesome.
to fuck it.
Right,
That's it.
right. And tell Mario to reach out to me, brother. We'll get him on the show and he can talk about his new project too. I mean, you guys are all awesome. And when I've been watching and seeing, everything that's been going on, I'm like, dude, it's just I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm big fan girl because yes, I met you when I went up there to hang out with John LeComp and Smile Empty, because he was playing with Smile Empty at that show. But when I seen y'all, I was like, these dudes are freaking sick. And then when I heard your story and you told me about your documentary that was coming out, I went on Amazon Prime and I saved it to let me, tell me when it was going to drop. And I sat there and watched. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I watched it, brother, because it was just freaking awesome. And I was like, I don't want to hear anybody else saying they can't do because, dude, you can do it. You can do it. We got another Arkansas artist in here, Mr. Big Shane Thornton. He is a big Arkansas artist. He's in here. Hey, Shane, how's it going? And Amber, she says rad. She goes, that is rad. Yay. So they're all excited to hear, all the good stuff. We're going to play another one of your songs with your new singer. And this one is the lyric video for Stronger Together. Can you give us a little backline on this one, brother?
Stronger Together is actually Mike Lira came in with this song and he wrote 90% of it. I think him and I got together after the fact at his house and we wrote the bridge together, but it's really Mike's song. He came in with the riffs and we started working it out, and we just needed one more song for the record. And then when we gave it to Alyce and she came back with those lyrics and that big chorus, it instantly became like the single. And I'll go on record right now and say I fully believe 1,000% that this is the best song we've ever done.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go down in the lobby.
It's going to be the biggest hit in the catalog so far. Watch it go.
Well, and this is going to be my first time hearing it, and I'm stoked. I'm going to go down in the lobby with Brandon. We're going to let y'all rock out to it, and I'm probably going to knock my headset off ringing in the lobby, but we will be back in just a second, so y'all keep hanging out, man. freaking love it. I've already got to go. We're stronger to. That's stuck in my head.
It's a huge chorus, right? Like
Oh my
who do,
god!
who doesn't want to sing that hook? And
Right?
it's so powerful, and it has the ability to mean so many things to so many different people. I mean, it it can be an anthem for anybody with a disability, obviously, but it can be an anthem for the world that we live in today with all of the
Exactly.
segregation, separation, all that kind of shit going on in the world. Like, we need to get unified as a society again and love one another and breed positivity because we are truly stronger together.
Man, brother, you couldn't have said any better words. I totally 1000% agree with you. 1000%. And Sean does too. He's like, yeah. I mean, and Rooster goes, kick ass. So everybody is agreeing and loves the song. And I mean, I'm super stoked and super happy for you, brother, and your whole crew. I mean, y'all are doing the dang thing, and you just keep bringing. I mean, when I heard "Seize the Day" for the first time, I was like, "Dude, this song is freaking epic!" And it's one of those, "Seize the Day,"
It's
and it
it's
sticks with you. And I was like, "Dude, if every song that they make is like that, holy moly!" And you just
it's
keep
still
putting them out
blowing
like
up.
that.
That Seize the Day is still blowing up. It's got almost 1.5 a million and a half streams on Spotify, and it does like crazy numbers. It does like excuse me, it does like 30 or 40,000 streams a month. Like
Right?
and like dude, it's just crazy. People love that song, and like that's kind of the thing. Is like we want to continue to make music that not only is fun for us to play and deliver to the audience with a high energy, high impact show, but we also want to make music that speaks to people, that has something of substance to say, and that resonates with people, and people can be proud of it, like we're proud of it.
Right. Angela says, love that song. What he's doing to help bring awareness to disabilities in CP is amazing. And Rooster says, great song written in that, bro. It's just great. And Sean says, definitely have a new fan in Chatta in Tennessee. Can't wait to see you guys live. So
I can't wait to hit the road. I can't wait to hit Tennessee, come back
you
to
need to come back to
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I want that. What is that? Was it a Rock Lobster place right by the Red Room? There was
Let's
some
see.
seafood place.
That chicken place or the
I
rock
know the
chicken?
I know the chicken place. I went to the chicken place. It was badass.
Let's
Um,
see. There's oh my gosh, there's so many great venues and music venues down there. I'm trying to think. Well, there's Sticky Fingers Rock and Roll Chicken Shack. Is that what you're
yeah,
talking about?
I
Yeah.
think so. I can't wait to come back and go there. I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do on tour is to, you
I'll
know,
email you
do
Chris
show it.
information. He's the owner of the Red Room and the Rock and Roll Chicken Shack, him and Susanna. And I'll email you the information so you can give it to your agency. And if you get a date, you let mama know. I'm gonna be front row center, baby.
Hell, hell yeah. You
We'll
know,
come
like
down and hang out with you before the show and eat some of that. Sticky rock and roll chicken.
Yeah, I might have to keep mine till after the show. I think on that particular tour I learned not to eat before the show. I I had a couple of nights where I was like, this doesn't really feel that great when I'm up here going fucking crazy. So, you know,
Well, then we'll get the
think
chicken and we'll have a dinner and a party afterwards. How's that?
yeah, definitely afterwards, man. I can't wait to get back on the road, come to Arkansas, come to Tennessee, experience all the food, and hopefully find some vinyl record shops along the way because I like collecting vinyl. Um, but yeah, I love being on the road, and it's been a long time since we've been out on a proper like lengthy 2 week, 3 week tour. We had a lot of shit happen to us. We had a rebuild, we had COVID, we had just delays of stuff. But now we're committed to no more delays, and
Get ready to rock and roll, brother.
we actually have some songs in the tank still. So it's not going to be a 5 year gap before we follow up against the odds. Those days of the TMX dropping shit and not dropping shit forever, those days are over. We're about consistency and making amazing fucking music.
Which you do, brother. You do. I mean, you do. Amanda says, congratulations on Stronger Together.
What the hell? No, hold on. For some reason, my Kemper rig manager wanted to open during this podcast. I'm like, no, I'm not playing guitar right now.
Well, it's ready for you to jam again. It heard you say dropping songs, and it's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's like, let's go.
Let's
Fire it
do
up.
this, man. Let's do
Fire it up. I mean,
fire it up, brother.
I think I think it's important that the reason I agreed to play some songs with Mario next month is I think it's really important that we make a statement and we show the world that like we're just one big family, and even though
Exactly.
he's not in the band anymore, we still got love for him. We still got love for his new project and his kids and everything he's got going on. And I want to support that for him and show the world that like, hey, go check his shit out because he's still part of like TMX alumni, right? Support our
Right.
brother. So,
Well, like I
uh,
said, brother, just have him reach out to me. I will gladly get him on the show, and we can talk about his new project, and we can show him some love, and and we'll get you back on at a later date as well when we can get all your amazing peoples and get everybody on there. Maybe it'll
yeah,
be live. Maybe it'll be like in person.
yeah, I would love for the next time that I'm on the podcast to at least have Alyce in here with us. I know I messaged you earlier. I'm like, hey, it's just me, right? Because I we didn't really plan for anyone else,
I would
but
have been cool with all y'all, brother, but I could tell from the words you sent, hey, we didn't plan for this. And I was like, hey, he's making time for me. I don't want to put more stress on him. So, yeah, just you, brother. It's all right. Cool. But
yeah, no,
anytime you're on the show, the whole team is welcome.
no, we'll get Elise in here, and maybe we'll bring Mike and Nate along for a ride,
Maybe
and
y'all can,
we'll have a merry old party.
heck yeah, maybe y'all can have some acoustic guitars and y'all can break out in a song or two, too.
I might have to break out that new Steve Vai Ibanez acoustic that
Oh,
Ibanez hooked me
uh-oh.
up with.
Uh-oh,
shout out to my sponsor, Ibanez Guitars. Love those guys.
Yes. Do you want to give? I mean, you got so many endorsements. Would you like to give your sponsors and endorsers a shout out while you're on, brother?
Sure, we can run my list real quick. I want to give a big thank you to Monster Energy, Ibanez Guitars, EVH Amplifiers, um, EMG Pickups, In Tune Guitar Picks, Stay in Tune Guitar Strings, and all of you fans out there that keep coming back to and listening to our crazy shit and my crazy story and
We love your crazy story, brother. We love y'all's crazy shit.
I'm just I'm just blessed to be. I don't know. The band started in 2008 and it's like 2022. So I've been at this for, I don't know, like 15 years. And it's a blessing to see something that came from an idea and a suggestion from my hero, Monkey, uh, to being formulated in my bedroom, pretty much, um, to now being a national success that helps people worldwide.
Well, brother, thank
So if
you.
I can fucking do that shit,
You
so
can do it out there.
any one of you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's
'Cause
right.
I make I took a dream, turned it into an idea, executed that idea, and here we are.
And it's just getting bigger and better every year, brother. And I'm just enjoying watching the ride and being able to have these moments and talk with you and get some updates. I'm just super stoked about everything and that, anything and everything y'all got coming up. And, if you got shows coming up, feel free to share them on, or you'll probably see me if you're not able because you're a busy man. But I always share everybody's show stuff and everybody's, because I'm like you. I believe in, if I see something that someone is really out there busting their butt to do something good and trying to, do the dang thing, I will share it and shove it down people's throat and make them like it. And they'll be like, who is this? So, I mean, you always got a platform with me, brother, always.
You know, I gotta say, like, I gotta recognize my bandmates right here because without the four other people in my band, Nathan, Mike, Alyce, and Justin, the Mendenhall Experiment would not be possible. But I am just one part of it. I have a cool story, and I kind of sort of play guitar well. So,
Awesome.
you know, I am just one integrated piece into a bigger machine, and without the four guys and gal behind me, none of this would be possible. And I feel like they don't get as much credit as they deserve, but they come in with songs, they come in with great attitudes, and they're there supporting me, supporting the band, and helping push our careers to the next level. So give it up for my band. We love them. I wish they could be here next time, maybe.
And
Um,
anytime, I don't care if it's, 2 weeks from this Tuesday, you reach out when y'all are all available to do that. I want to make that happen for y'all. So you just let me know when, brother, and I will make sure I make room and we will get the whole family in because I mean, you're right. You're one unit of this amazing project. And like you said, without all of y'all, it wouldn't be happening. So I'm all about showing love to the whole family, babe.
Thank you. And everybody, if you haven't gone out and checked out Against All Odds, it's on every streaming platform imaginable. We prefer Spotify. If you can go support us on Spotify and support the record, that would be greatly appreciated. And I hope you like it. Drop me some comments. Drop Mary some some comments,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I
drop
I,
them to
wa-
me,
I
drop them.
want to hear.
I'll
I,
send them over to him. I'll be like,
I,
brother, I got a whole email of comments and questions. And
I want to hear what people think of the record, the songs, and the progression of from the self-titled record to Against All Odds. Let's hear it. Let's hear what you guys think of the tunes, and maybe maybe the next time we can do like a big Q&A. That'd be
heck yeah,
cool.
let's do it. Let's do it. So y'all start getting your questions ready, and you get all your fans ready. And for those that weren't able to watch this live, but we'll be watching it later, start making those notes, baby. Because when he reaches out to me and he says, "Hey, we can get the whole family, we can do this," even if it's four 4 weeks out, I'm going to put a poster up and announcing it, and that way y'all can start working on those comments and working on those questions, and that way we can have a big Mendenhall Experiment Q&A, and we can meet the whole family, and we can just have a big old party.
It will be the Mendenhall Experiment takeover of Mama
Yeah,
Mary's
yeah, let's
Music
do it.
Mayhem
Yeah,
podcast.
let's make some mayhem.
We'll definitely make some mayhem. That's what we like to do. Um, you probably won't see us do a lot of local shows. From here forward, I think we're focusing on touring and bigger festivals. So definitely, if you see us announce some tour dates, and we're in your area, California or anywhere else, definitely make it out to see us because we don't know when the next time we'll be back.
And I don't mind taking a road trip if I have to. If Arkansas ain't on that, I just might take a road trip.
Go on, get
I might,
it.
I might just be like, Angela, come on, girlfriend. You know, come on, GT, come on, girls. Let's just take a road trip and let's go rock out to the Mendenhall family.
Man, y'all want to hear a funny tour story real quick? I
Let's
don't
do
know
it.
how I don't know how much time we got left, but
We got all the time you need,
I'll
brother.
I'll tell a funny tour story because I keep looking at this comment down here from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we played what the hell was that venue with Smile? I think it's called the Warehouse, wherever the heck that was. Um, I don't remember, Johnson City maybe, but I remember driving to that show and we were in Tennessee and it was towards the end of the year, so it was kind of snowing and kind of not snowing. Um, and it was like 7:30 in the morning. Next thing you know, we're getting pulled over by by
You need
Tennessee
bail money.
by Tennessee drug enforcement.
Oh my gosh. Angela said, "You say when, and she will go with me. She's down for the road trip."
And they ripped our van and trailer apart like we were trying to smuggle people across the border. I tell you what, um, they they thought and they thought we were smuggling drugs. Honestly, they they uh they hemmed me and Justin up. They put us in handcuffs and threw us in the back of the cop car, and then we that's when we realized because it had all the emblems from the drug enforcement agency that we just got pulled over by drug enforcement, and
DEA.
we're like dude,
We're a band. We're not drug addicts.
we're a we're a rock band, and we're an inspirational rock band raising disability awareness, touring across the country. Um, Definitely don't have heroin or nothing. methamphetamine that they kept asking for. They wanted large quantities of heroin and meth, and I was like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm not out of that.
It's like, sorry, bro.
so, so, so funny story. After tearing our entire trailer apart and finding nothing, because obviously we don't roll like that.
Right.
The police officer then let us go and drove off, but he drove off listening to Seize the Day in the squad car. In
So
the squad
he
car.
seized the band and drove off once he realized he wasn't getting nothing to seize the day to the band that he just.
Yeah, Amber, they were definitely bored that day. They had nothing to do, and the reason why they pulled us over is I guess one of our wires in the trailer hitch was
It was all that
faulty,
invisible
and
truck
and
that y'all
so
had knocking your trailer lights out.
one of our fucking trailer lights were out, and they pulled us over and wanted to fuck with us for a little bit, but then we did what we do best, and we made them TMX fans.
Yep. They put a lot of work into tearing your shit up and realized that they had the wrong people, but they
Yeah,
left. They left loving y'all and loving your damn music and rocking out to it in their DEA car.
you know what was funny is they got all the lighter stuff out of the trailer, and then once they got to the heavy road cases
They were done.
packed to the front, they were like, we're done. These guys don't have them.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
I,
Once they got to the
I
head
swear
stuff.
to God.
Oh man. Yeah. So you got any more crazy fun stories that have happened on the road that can you give us some more? They're loving it.
On another, actually no,
Don't tell me it was the same one.
it was the same date that we were driving to.
Oh my gosh.
A couple of days beforehand, we were in Kentucky, and we all went out to this Asian buffet, like Chinese buffet. With my brother was living on the Indiana Kentucky border, so we went and visited my family, and we all went out to this Asian buffet. And Mario acted like he hadn't eaten in 3 days, and
Don't tell me that's when y'all were eating that real hot stuff on that video.
he was killing this Chinese food. Well, he ended up getting food poisoning to the point where like he missed the show in Kentucky, and we played the show with our vocalist. And then he was back the next night in Tennessee after we got pulled over. But he ended up going to the hospital in the meantime, and we thought that we were like, oh man, this could be real bad.
Really bad, yeah.
But we went and did the gig without Mario, just instrumentally, as to not drop the date. And then we drove back to Kentucky, we drove back to Indiana to pick Mario up from the hospital. And then we drove down to Tennessee, and we got pulled over, and we finally get to the venue, and Natasha's or Mario's girl, her brother Alex was like a medic in the army. So he pulls out this IV, but I guess he just carries spare IV bags in his car for
I got a few of these laying around. Let me get you something.
the fucking zombie apocalypse or something. So like he pulls out this IV bag and he throws it in Mario's arm, and like starts giving Mario like saline or electrolytes to put more fluids into
Hmm.
Mario, and huh, oh wow. Not to pause my story, but I just got an email with a tour offer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That,
Uh-oh. See, the
ladies,
magic's happening.
ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing it live here right now. We signed with a booking agency and announced it this morning. 3 hours, well, more like 6 hours later,
You
I
already
have an
got tour
offer to
off.
go on tour.
Heck
So
yeah.
we are coming to you real fucking soon. But
Heck yeah.
back to my story. Not to take away from my story. So dude puts this IV bag into Mario. So Mario, we get to the venue and he's walking around backstage carrying this fucking IV that's hooked up to his arm, carrying the bag, holding the bag up, and like he actually, I'll never forget this, and this was one of the coolest shows on that tour. We started the show in Tennessee that night, and Mario comes walking on stage
With the
with
IV
the
bag?
IV bag still in his freaking arm,
Oh my
like
God.
causing a triple scene. Like, who does that, Mario? And that's why we loved him and what he brought to the band. He was freaking crazy. Um, so I can't. I think he went. I can't remember what happened to the bag. I think they just taped it to his arm real quick, and he did the whole show with the
With the
IV
IV
bag
in? With the
in his freaking arm.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That is
Uh,
freaking awesome.
I was like, bro, you don't get much more rock star than that, buddy.
Right. Man,
And then after the show, he's meet and greeting fans, and they put another bag in him, and he's walking around the meet and greet with a.
he ain't letting nothing stop him. Amber says, "Wow, a new tour already." And Rooster is laughing his ass off. He's loving your stories, man. He's loving
Man,
it.
man, I tell you, like we are fun people, man. We like to hang out and get to know everybody and have fun. I've had a few people in comments to things say, "Oh, I met Brandon and Brandon's an asshole," and like he let ego get the best of him and all of that. And dude, if you've ever met me at a show, like first off, I want you to understand that like when I'm at a gig, I'm wearing 10,000 hats.
Right.
I'm worried about where my gear is. I'm worried about where my other bandmates' gear is. I'm worried about where my band is, what time we have to go on, and then still staying in the focus of the show. So if you ever catch me and I'm not like I come off maybe a little gruff, I
Don't take it personal, man.
I apologize to you, and I hope that I get to make it up to you somehow, some way, because I truly appreciate everybody that comes and listens to our music, comes to our shows, and supports what we do. It's just know that I'm a huge part of what we do on stage and off stage. I have a lot of responsibilities. So maybe if I'm not paying attention to you or if I'm not coming off nice and friendly, it's just I may have a lot of things going on. I may be going through some personal shit. Just give me a minute, calm down, and I usually like by the end of the night, I'm hanging out at the merch booth, being cool with everybody, and wanting to get to know everybody, you know. But I gotta
That's
handle
when you
business.
finally can breathe, because you got up there, you rocked out, y'all got your equipment, which equipment, that stuff ain't cheap. So yeah, and if you got many bands on the lineup, you got to keep your eye on that. It's not just that, because there's some people that get back there that aren't band members or aren't crew. People do things. So you got, and not only that, you're probably working with the sound man, you're working with the everybody. So yeah, I can understand that when you're doing all that, sometimes it's just like you you're bit you got a lot you got to take care of. Once you get up there and you rock out and the show is done and you get to go to the merch table, that's when you finally get to breathe and relax and enjoy your fans, other than being on stage and enjoying seeing them rock out to you. Because I mean, it's a lot of work. It looks like a lot of fun, but there's a lot of work that goes into making that show happen.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people that aren't aware of what it's really like day to day on the road, you know, they just think it's a rock show and it's a party all the time. No, it's usually up by 7 or 8 every morning, and then going through your routine of getting ready, getting prepared, making sure you got food, making sure you're like focused and clean. You know, we're always looking for showers, that kind of thing. The road can kind of get grimy out there. If you've been on the road, you know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about. Um, and you know, then you get to the venue and you've never been there before. You got to link up with the sound guys and the production staff and you know who's going first for sound check. Do we get a sound check? How much space are we gonna have on stage? Like, are the monitors good? There's just so much that goes into a production
Mhm.
on a tour, even at our kind of mid-sized level production. There's a lot, you know. It's being on tour is work, and if people don't understand that, I just wish more people would have a broader like understanding of what we go through and what it's really like
Hey,
than to
Angela has seen me. She was at the last show that I did at the Rev Room, that I booked at the Rev Room, and uh, let's see, I had uh five five bands, yeah, 4 or 5 bands, and so I had workers at the door, workers having to keep people off the sides, plus having to, do everything with each band doing sound check. And she's seen me like, so she knows it's a lot of work. And a lot of people will be like, "You're wearing me out by watching you." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I've got to be 10 of me when I'm only one."
dude, I never stop. I'm either always running, and and this is where I feel like people misunderstand me because I will be running around the venue trying to find one of my bandmates or find my gear or do this or do that. I'm usually in transit to go do something, and somebody will grab me and be like, "Oh, hey, Brandon, hey," you know, and I'm like mid going somewhere, and I'm just
Right.
kind of like, "Oh, hey, you know, let me catch up with you later," and then people think that I'm a dick and I'm an asshole and I don't. I,
No,
I, I have an ego. No, man, I'm
you're just
just busy.
busy. You're just busy, man.
Dude, honestly, man, most of the people that come to our shows, I give you a fucking literal shirt off my back. And you know, that's just the kind of dude that I am. I'm gonna go that extra mile. I'm gonna stay late. I'm gonna sign whatever you want. I'll take a million pictures with you. I'll tell you all the stories that you want to hear. Like I'll do shots with you. Like, we'll have a good old time.
Yeah, and I can contest that because you didn't know me from Adam. And at that time when I interviewed y'all, I was just doing the Rocking with Rock Tight, which was connected to my Rock Tight booking agency. And so I wasn't really doing a lot of interviews, but if I seen a band at a live show and I really digged them, I would be like, "Hey man, can I interview you?" And I came up and I was like, "Dude, can we take pictures?" And we took pictures. And I was like, "Hey man, you mind me, interviewing you?" And you got the whole crew out there in front of the Rev Room, and was like, "No man, let's do it."
And
And it was
and
just like, you know, but the
and
show
my
was
fucking
over, so you were getting that time to breathe, because I seen you up there rocking out and before the show. And anybody that goes to show, yeah, that star fandom, it gets you, and you want to just like let the artist know you're there and that you love them. But you also got to realize that that artist is got a job to do, so they're really busy. So and be understanding, and they will get with you as soon as they are done, and they will love you even more for it because they will actually get to enjoy your time with them.
we make it a point after every show that like we go to the merch booth and we hang out with all the fans and we'll take pictures and sign stuff and just hang out with you after the show. And if you want to find us after the set, come to the merch booth. We'll be there.
There you go. There you go, brother. Man, thank
Um,
you so much for coming on, brother. And it's just been a lot of fun. I can't wait to get the whole family on and, get the family, when you have your other bandmates, the way you joke with each other. I love seeing that banter stuff between bandmates. Let me tell you this about this one, and that's so much fun, and I can't wait. But
oh man, it's we have really good camaraderie between us, and I feel like that's what makes us work. Um, we had good camaraderie in the previous lineup, but we carried over that same camaraderie to the current lineup, and it's nothing but jokes and good times. And we
is there
want you to come out and enjoy those good times with us.
is there any last things that you would like to say that to anyone that's watching or will watch this?
Big thank you to Chris Garza for doing the video with us for Pulse of the Lost. To anybody that hasn't heard the record, Against All Odds, again, it's on every streaming platform out there. If you want any TMX merch, it'll be at the mendenhallexperiment.com underneath the merchandise tab. And well, I just got a tour offer, so hopefully we'll be on the road coming to see you guys real fucking soon.
Amber says, "Thank you, Mary and Brandon. Thank you, Amber, for being here. It means the world to me, and I'm not
Serious,
means the world to Brandon for everybody that's
seriously,
watching."
Amber, we haven't seen you in forever. I know Amber's got her own band going on now. She's doing some things,
Oh, really?
so
Well,
she
Amber,
needs to.
reach out to
We
me,
need to
sweetheart. Send me your
connect.
stuff. Yeah, man. I don't just do artists that are signed or tour nationally. I also like to do artists that are just getting started and making waves. I like to get, the word out. Be watching for these and actually keep up with them over the years and keep telling their story and watch them grow. I love that stuff.
You
So,
see,
sister,
see back. She
reach
said,
out.
"Let's do it."
But we'll do it. We'll do it. Just
Yeah,
reach out to me,
connect.
girl.
I love it.
Just reach out to me, man. I'm
I,
all about it. That's what mama's all about. That's why everybody calls me mama.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to come see you again.
I can't
for a
either, brother.
long time.
It's gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be on this first tour, but if not, as soon as you drop that tour information, when it becomes final and you sign on that dotted line, you can bet Mama's gonna be sharing it and helping get the word out. And you can bet that if it's not in Arkansas, or if you're not coming to Arkansas, but you're coming somewhere I can make it to, me and Angela are already talking about it.
Yeah, yeah, no, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. Me and the entire band were all super excited to knock the dust off the RV and get the frick back out there on the road because COVID and everything has been way too long.
There you
And
go, brother. There
we
you go.
gotta we gotta go sell against all odds to every one of you.
And Michelle, she's one of my road travelers. She says, we've been known to travel to shows for sure. And she's my she's my airplane ticket lady. She's like, Mary, we can go there. We can get a plane ticket and we can and she's got everything worked out. She's like,
Yo,
hotel room here. We can get this room for this. She's one of those that I just when it comes to taking road trips, she is the best to go with because all you got to do is ride and have a good time because she's got everything organized and you just got to ride and have a good time. You don't have to worry about nothing.
that's those are my people, you guys that like, give it all up for rock and roll and metal, travel to different states and support the bands. That's what it's about, because without you guys, we're nothing. Without people showing up and enjoying the music that we play, we're not shit.
Well, she's actually, I think she's coming. Is it LA that you're going to, Michelle? Or is it I think she's going to the whiskey or plant. She wants to get a crew together to go to the whiskey. I think in January or February. I'm
I
not
love
sure.
I love the whiskey. I've played there, oh God, well over 25 times in my career now. And every time we play there, it's freaking special, man. It's it will always be a special place to me because and I don't know if a lot of people know this either, but the whiskey was the first place I ever performed live on stage ever. And I wasn't even playing guitar. I was doing backing vocals for a local kind of Marilyn Manson industrial band called Sin Division. I was wearing makeup, fishnets, black dickies, painted fingernails, long freaking. My hair was longer than it is now, just completely goth out and in the vibe of the band. And we did a few shows together, and then I branched off to essentially start the Mendenhall Experiment.
Heck yeah. But make sure if you're watching this and you haven't already went and watched, Mind Over Matter, watch it. Go to Amazon Prime, get it. Go to Spotify, add the Against All Odds to add their whole playlist. I mean, their music, you're going to love it all. So you might as well add it to your favorites because, you just got to because you're going to love it all.
It
And
helps us too, because like the more you guys add us and save us and share us, it breaks the algorithm. And all of these streaming platforms are built on algorithms. So the more you guys show us the love, the more we actually get to become visible to everyone else.
exactly. Well, Brandon, we love you, brother, and we can't wait to get the family on next time. And it has been so good catching up with you. And I am so excited to hear if this new tour offer takes place. And I can't wait for the information to come out.
I'm really excited to open it and look at it. I can see just the top of it says it will be in April, and
Ah,
the first date looks to be San Antonio, Texas.
hey,
I
I
I
got
can't
family in San Antonio, so if you
I
make
can't
if you drop it, if you get that tour and you want to take that tour, let me know because San Antonio, Mama can do.
I
I will
kind of
be there in a heartbeat.
I kind of do want to take that tour because if we're gonna be in Texas around those dates, I'm a big Polyphia fan. I don't know if any of you guys know the guitar instrumental group called Polyphia. They're younger kids, Scotty and Tim. They're killing it right now. They just did a song with Steve Vai called Ego Death, and it's
Oh
one of
yeah.
the coolest songs and coolest videos that I've seen for guitar instrumental music in the past like 10 years. And they're also Ibanez artists, so gotta show my
Awesome. I
Ibanez
have to check
love.
them out for sure.
But they're actually playing around that time in Texas, so maybe I'll just take that tour. So
Well, you just let us know if y'all do, brother, and us girls, me, Angela, Michelle, we'll get some others, and we'll just take a freaking road trip.
all right, y'all. It's been fun, Mary. I love
Mwah.
you.
Love you,
What
brother.
what an amazing conversation. It was really good, and I thank you for that.
Well, you just reach out to me for next time, brother. Let me know when the whole family can be on, and we'll make it happen. And we look forward to it.
Hey, let's put something together. You give me a date, and
I can do it.
I'll line it up with the people because we just need to keep shoving this against all odds record down everybody's proverbial throats.
I'll
And
do it. Mama's good at that stuff.
you know what I mean? I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I'm selling my shit right now.
Right. And we love you, Brandon. We'll see you next time, brother.
Take care. Love you.
Love you too.
Peace.
Peace. I just love him. It's always such a great time when I get him on, and you just don't want to get off because he's so much fun to talk to, and he's just super humble, and he's just really an awesome, you know, he's a really awesome person, and I mean I consider him family. I consider the whole Mendenhall Experiment family, even the ones I haven't met yet. So I will get him some dates and we'll let you know when we're getting the whole crew on, and maybe we'll be going and watching them on that tour if they take that tour. But as for the ones that wasn't watching in the beginning, now at the end of the show is the time for me to do the drawing for the merch winner for the last week's show. Last week we had a star goal of 1,000. We met that goal, and what we do each Tuesday is we set a star goal, and if we happen to reach our Facebook stars, like we get sent enough stars, then on Sunday, which I took a family day on Sunday, so I didn't get to do the drawing, but we do a drawing and we give away merch. Well, the winner last week wins a Mama Mary t-shirt, and this week the winner wins a Mama Mary stainless steel water bottle. So if you have sent stars, or if you send stars, I usually give it a till the next day, unless my goal's been met, to say, hey, we met our goal. But if you send stars, I will be checking it here later, and we will see if we're going to have another drawing Sunday. But if you are watching and comment and send stars, we always put you in for the drawing. So we're going to do the drawing real quick. And I want to thank all y'all for sticking around and hanging out with me and Brandon. It's always so great to talk to him, and that was just awesome. And I want to send a shout out to, let's see, it's Arkansas Rocks. I'm doing it in my Arkansas Rocks autograph hat. And let's see here who our this week's winner is. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Do I have a drum roll? Let's see. I think I got a rim shot. All right, let's see who this week's winner is. All right, this week's winner is Barry Moore. Oh, excuse me. It's bright. Barry Moore. Barry Moore. Barry Moore, you are this week's merch winner for last Tuesday's show. So, guys, if you are interested in having a chance to win some merch, just send those Facebook stars and we will do another drawing. I kind of like this, doing it at the end of the show the following week, because that's real fun. So I want to thank all my new watchers. Amber, thank you for being here, sweetheart. Rooster, we love you. We love you, brother. Oh, I love you. And Amber, thank you, sweetheart. You reach out to me, we'll get your band on here and get you an interview. Michelle, everybody that's watching, everybody that watches afterwards, we thank you. We are on every Tuesday. We're generally, let's see, now the 29th, next Tuesday. This is going to be a fun one. Mama's not going to be in this studio. I'm taking y'all on a trip Tuesday. Tuesday, I will be going to an undisclosed location, and I will be going to do an in-person interview with Dark from Day One, which is a local Arkansas artist that I really love. And they recently dropped a new song, How Could I? And they invited me to come to their studio. We're going to do an intimate setting. They're talking about dropping unreleased music on the show exclusively. And they said they got some stuff up their sleeve that they're only going to be releasing on the show. So next Tuesday, now that one's going to be earlier. We're looking around the start time around 5:30, anywhere from 5 to 6. I will let y'all know. I'm going to get with Rob and lock the actual start time down so I can put the poster up. But I'm going to play one of their songs so you know who I'm talking about. But we are live every Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we are taking you on the road. So here we go. Let me get this up. And I will play this video. And then you will know who I'm going to be going and having a sit down intimate interview with next Tuesday. So we're going to get this set up. And I'm going to leave y'all when this video ends. I'm going to be getting off. So be watching my wall for the drop time, the start time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be different. But Dark from Day One, How Could I Know? We will be live in their studio next Tuesday.
How could I know? It was the end of the line. How could I know? I had run out of time. How could I know? It was the edge of it all. How could I know? It was a fear before the fall. How could I know? The mistakes I would make. How could I know? All the friends I'd forsake. How could I know? Would I leave in my wake? How could I know? All the strength it would take. How could I know? How could I know? How could I know? How could I know? In my head, silver thread, have to see this for myself to realize there's so much that they never showed me. How could I know? It was the feeling inside. How could I know? I'd never make it out alive. How could I know? that it would pull me below. How could I know that I'd reap what I sow? How could I know that I'd barely survive? How could I know that it would eat me alive? How could I know that I'd end up so lost? How could I know just how much it would cost? In my head, silver thread, had to see this for myself to realize there's so much that they never showed me. In my head, silver thread, had to see this for myself to realize there's so much that they never showed me. In my head, silver thread, had to see this for myself to realize there's so much that they never showed me.
All right, guys, that starts from day one. How could I know? So Tuesday's show will be at their studio in Russellville, Arkansas. So until next Tuesday, we love you. Peace out. Stay safe. Keep rocking because Mama Mary said so, guys.